we are just about ready to get the front end splitter reinstalled. Headed down to the store. Got some new hardware. Show you what I got. Got washers, machine screws in 2 different sizes, and lock washers. So these are going to be the most important thing. The lock washers. This is what's going to make sure that the nuts don't come loose. I got 2 different sizes because this is going to be the size that holds the spacer and the splitter. So we've got 2 of those. These are going to be the ones with these and these that's going to hold on the rest of the splitter.
As you can tell, someone failed to do an audio check and realized that the microphone was dead. Someone did that. Someone. Don't judge me, people. Listen, I can hear you judging me right now. Don't judge. This is why filming is usually done by crews of people. One-man show over here. Don't judge. Anyway, since I'm all you got, I'm going to do my best to narrate what the heck it is I'm saying, because I really have no clue what it is I'm going on about right now. I realize that I have a tendency to be long-winded sometimes. It's something I'm working on. But looking at the splitter, it's trash. No need to be careful removing it. Got, a new splitter and all new hardware. So instead of struggling all kinds of ways to unscrew it, properly, I'm just going to cut through it, the last standoff, and make my life easier. I mean, he's still going. Just what am I talking about? No clue. And he's still going. Come on, man. Get on with the video. Get to the good stuff. All right. I'm just going to hit fast forward on this one. On a side note, here comes a shining example of why you should never cut towards yourself. See that right there? There you go again. What I tell you about judgment, people?
All right, so these screws are 7mm screws. Just gonna get those pulled out again. And these are just keeping the skid plate in place. So once we get through there, we can get to underneath the bumper here without having to fully take off the bumper. So the only 2 things that I'm concerned about is this screw right here. This is the one that I had to cut off. It's because it's so long, it was really hard to get that in there. And then the other thing that I'm a little concerned about is right here. There's a self-tapping screw right there. I put that in there to make up for the divot that was in there, to secure the divot down. So hopefully I can get that screwed back in to where it's got the same effect. But we'll see.
All right, and another area of concern is this standoff right here for the splitter rod. The nut might be trouble getting out of there because it's just up and around. So it shouldn't be too hard, but it might be a little bit of a pain in the butt getting that one. Hey, look at that. Had it back in shape for so long that it just basically molded it back into shape. Sweet. Don't have to worry about putting that screw back in. All right, so now that we're under here, one thing that I want to do is get the two standoffs ready for the gap, and then I'm also looking at the holes that are in there from the self-tapping screws. So I'm gonna have to drill into those, widen them up, so that I can put the bolts in there.
All right, so new splitter rods have arrived for the final touch. They actually arrived on Saturday. I was expecting them to go to the Amazon hub, but instead it went to the mailbox. All right, so there we go. I like these ones better too because they're black and red, like the theme of Gotham Hemi, you know. So we got the red anodized with the black tips as opposed to before red with the silver. So, yep, same length. Cool. Oh, it's a little bit longer. That shouldn't be any troubles though. But yeah, these feel a lot more solid too. So I actually like these a lot better. And then, as I said, they got the lock style nuts on them. So shouldn't be any troubles there. Cool. All right, y'all. Gotham Hemi is put back together again. Take you underneath, show you what the changes that we did, what's going on underneath, what went wrong, and you know, how to avoid that. And yes, the carbon fiber is messy on the bottom. It's because I wanted it to wrap around, just in case, you know, it wasn't pulling off in the back. But as you can see, right back here, we've got washer, locking washer, nut, and it is screwed on tight at every single standoff. This one is another self-tapping screw, just to be sure, you know, just because I had the hardware, and why not? But before, all of these were self-tapping screws, every single point, despite what me wanting to not do that. And basically, when my son stood on it, it busted the screws loose from where they were. They busted them loose out of the hole. And once you strip, the bad thing about self-tapping screws is once they're stripped, you can't retighten them. You know, the hole is stripped and it just becomes useless. So, nuts and bolts should work a whole lot better. We got the standoffs looking good with the red carbon fiber. And if we step back, oh yeah. And we're back, y'all. About to drop her, get her down off of the jack stands, and take her for a spin. Let's get it. All right, as you can see, front end splitter is reattached. It is a full go, and this time it's gonna stay right where it's at. Installed it properly this time. No shortcuts taken. If anything, we took extra steps to make sure that this thing ain't going nowhere. But let me know what y'all think. Personally, I love the look. I think it brings the whole front end together. The front end was in need of some much love, you know, because the rear always gets the attention. So finally a front end mod. Let me know what you guys think. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, follow me on Instagram, Gotham_Hemi. That's where you can see all the mods firsthand before they hit the channel. So like I said, hit me up in that comment section. Let me know what you think. For now, I'm Mr. J. This Gotham Hemi, and we out.